Hello to our wonderful Emerging Leaders supporters. Let's dive into the happenings of Session 10 of the Emerging Leaders Mentorship Fellowship, where we empower high-performing adolescents to become the ethical leaders of tomorrow. This week, we focused on fostering leadership development, creativity, and reflective learning through engaging interactive sessions. Our agenda was packed with exciting activities, but today we will shine a spotlight on one of the highlights of the session, the debate on the provoking topic, should young people be given leadership roles with little or no experience? Under the capable moderation of our president, fellow Kuleemah Rogers, the debate was structured to encourage critical thinking and articulate expressions. The session began with an overview of the rules and introduction of the teams, setting the stage for a spirited discussion.
Team introductions, and it will be a 2-minute part. Then we'll have an opening argument. It will be like a 6-minute part, 3 minutes per side. Then we will have our rebuttals for 6 minutes, 3 minutes per each side. We will have the audience, like people will like throw in their questions and will be answered. We will have our closing statement for 4 minutes, 2 minutes each side. We'll have our voting and wrap up 5 minutes.
Each team presented their opening arguments, passionately advocating for their positions. With 3 minutes per side, the fellows showcased their public speaking skills, making compelling cases for and against a proposition.
Fellow Lord Clinton, and I'm from Group 1. Before I go further, I would like all Group 1 members to introduce themselves.
My name is Fellow Susan. And Lorena Horace.
I'm Kuleemah Rogers.
So as a team, we stand saying that yes, young people should be given the leadership roles even with little or no experience.
The importance of young people participating in leadership. Young people often think outside the box and are more likely to challenge traditional approaches, leading to innovative solutions and a competitive edge. Young people are often more adaptable to new technologies, and consumer behavior can be invaluable for business or organization.
I am student Justina F. Tikfaki. I am the Secretary General for this organization. Before I start I am here with
Fellow Mira,
Fellow Lesbe, Fellow Mianda.
our topic is, should young people be given leadership, either little or no experience? No. Leadership is not about holding a position. It is about guiding others, making informed decisions, and bearing responsibility for the outcome of those decisions. Thank you.
Hi everyone. My name is Fellow Mira, and I stand strongly with the motion that this House believes young people should not be given leadership roles with little or no experience. People with little or no experience lack the ability to understand consequences, weigh risks, and even make tough calls. Leadership is not about asking people where this goes or telling people where this is supposed to be. It's about making informed decisions that will benefit everyone you are leading.
Next came the rebuttals, where each team had the opportunity to counter the arguments presented by their opponents. The tension in the room was evident as the fellows engaged in respectful yet fervent exchanges, demonstrating their ability to think on their feet.
Opening rebuttals by the affirmative.
Young people should be given opportunity to serve in leadership position with no or little experience. That is saying that 82% of young people have served in a position with no experience and came out very, very great. In this organization, you are molding us to be a better leader. We don't have no experience on anything we are doing here right now, but you are making us. So that's the point. We have many leaders in this emerging leadership that they didn't serve anywhere but stood their ground to serve as a leader today. So many young people are promoted or hired into leadership position based on their potential, talent. We know everybody has talent. You don't need to get experience from something before you try. Nobody is free from mistake. Trying is the best thing you can do.
So you're not going to have the rebuttals from the opposite side. People should not be leaders without no experience. Why, you may say? Because as a young person, you become a leader without any experience. You will do things out of the way. Let me give you an example. We've allowed a pilot that never flew a plane to fly that plane for you while you are in it. You won't feel safe, right? Because they have no experience. Now, that pilot will need to have an experience to be able to fly that plane. It's just an example.
Following the reporters, we opened a floor to audience for questions, allowing for dynamic interaction between the debaters and their peers.
My question go to group 2. How does experience begin?
Experience begins first when you have the motive and the passion.
Leaders right now that were having the experience and had their experience, but they didn't lead our country in a right way.
Yes, there are other people who have failed, but it may not be because of experience. It might be because of other things. There are so many reasons, but you can't just say it's because they have experience and why they fail.
Now we'll listen to their closing statements before we vote and wrap up.
We as a group say that with our experience, we can a lot of people can live within a society. Simply being Kuleemah Rogers, I came into this organization, this wonderful organization, and I was being selected as speaker. I had no experience on being a speaker or being someone that can lead people into doing a lot of things. And all of a sudden, I'm able now to help people to do various things. So you can now have experience, but you can have passion to do certain things. And if you have that passion can make you to do something a lot more bigger. You don't have to have experience to lead your country or to be a certain person within a society. You have your passion and you know that you can do that particular thing. It's just a whole lot more.
Thank you from the other side for your closing statements. Now we'll hear from the opposing side.
We say no because no one will sit there and say, yes, I will allow or 24-year-old boy or girl to leave my country. What we get out of that is experience. And 24-year-old boy come from nowhere to go and lead us. 95% of our leaders today in Liberia is above 30, 35 up. We can get 24-year-old boy to become representative or president. No one will accept that. So we say absolutely no.
As the debate drew to a close, each team delivered their closing statements, summarizing their key points and reinforcing their arguments. The atmosphere was calmed as judges gave their verdicts on both sides.
So the first thing is, overall we had less number of filler words. Pauses. However, there's room for improvement because quite a few persons were struggling here and there when they got maybe nervous. Yes, that's the right word. They started to use a lot of filler words, but overall good. Overall, most of you had very good vocal projections right now. But what I also liked about all of this is that it's forcing all of you to think fast. And to come up with your thoughts fast to be able to respond. Whether from the questions your colleagues are asking you or the audience is asking you. This is what we're trying to get you to do. Critical thinking and thinking fast and speaking well as you're thinking fast. It's not something that you get up overnight, but I like to see that you are getting there. On the score part of it, we had a total of the average for both groups. Group 1 had an average of 80.75. Wow. And Group 2 had an average of 77.22. However, one group was discovered that one group was trying to augment their arguments to make an augment. That's how we using words when you're saying any words. Augment, to make greater, okay? To add up. Augment means so add up. To add up their arguments. And so because of that, we deducted 5 points from that group, and that group is Group 1. So, yes, no quorum during the debate. We need to think, even that nonsense, that's all the nonsense. That means that Group 1, when we deduct a 5% score penalty, you come down to 75, and Group 2 remains at 77.323. So Group 2 wins the debate for today.
To cap up this enriching experience, we were honored to have Mr. Joe Sithole, Vice President of the Liberian Organizations in the United Kingdom, ULOUK, serving as our motivational speaker. Introduced by our President, fellow Kuleemah Rogers. His inspiring words left us all feeling empowered and ready to take on leadership challenges. As we continue this journey, we encourage our fellows to embrace their potential and step into leadership roles, regardless of their experience. Thank you for joining us for this update on Session 10. Stay tuned for more exciting developments as we continue to cultivate the leaders of tomorrow.
Emerging leaders, inspiring tomorrow leaders today.